EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Second down and a yard.
At their 49-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down Bears.
Here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to him at the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now it's Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. to Nakua. 31 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Bears nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Down to the 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 42 taken the lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
13. Bears 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the box is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Back to throw. Williams. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37.
Luther Burden. It's a gain of 20. And the Bears first down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun. Williams. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up. Williams now from the gun on 3rd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Oh, twisting away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job.
43-yard line.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Omaha, ready to move, 50-50. Hurry!
Stafford
Pass complete there to McCool. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Williams. Flushed out right.
That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And he's out right at the 25. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scrambler, but not enough. 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
Luther Burden.
Touchdown,
75
Chicago.
yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Rams 13. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Stafford. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down, They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Williams under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Williams' pass intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this football.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. the middle, it's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy going to the air right away.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Down 49ers.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
22 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
Purdy's pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Now Purdy.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy from the gun.
Steps away to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Purdy looking to throw. That's downfield. He's got Tonjes. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That second down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Purdy now to throw. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's fourth down coming up.
Brings up fourth down.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have the...
Derrick Henry all alone to the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 91 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack.
Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Pinero's extra point up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
2nd and 5.
Henry up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
Ravens 15, 49ers 7.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the 49er hands team does its job.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Purdy to the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Raven
34-yard
offense set at the
line.
line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Thanks a lot. 180. Thanks a lot. Sit up.
And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
180. Finish it up. Hey, middle. Sit up.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
49ers 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches. at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Purdy off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And they go with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Durham Smythe, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
That keeps the score. Ravens 27, 49ers 13. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now gets to record a sack, too.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
And a 49er first down.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. That's going to be, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcast